Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel. Especially if this reading resonates with you, it is totally free. Doesn't cost anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. The Lover's card. The Lover's card does not always mean romance, so put your pitchforks away. It could. It could mean romance. It could mean a connection with a purpose. It could be a romantic partnership. It could be a platonic thing. It could be a relationship with self. It could be a relationship with God, goddess, deity. The Lover's card is about a choice, an inspired choice, that we are saying yes to a commitment to something or someone. Okay? And I think that you're somebody who values that kind of commitment, whether this is to your work or to your dog or to your friends, your family, to your romantic partner, if you have one, to everything in life. I think this is a quality kind of relationship for you. You're recognizing that all of your relationships are kind of alchemical in nature. Yeah. Where you are changing the other entity is changing you. There's something greater that is produced, right? 1 and 1 equals more than 2 with the Lover's card here. Okay. So let's see what's going on with you and with this card, and we're going to put it into some context. We've got, well, it's a Prince of Wands. It could be a Leo energy. Okay, it could be a fire sign person. And now we have an Aquarius. We have a Prince of Swords. It could be an air sign person. We've got the Tower. We've got the 7 of Cups. And we've got a Knight of Swords in the future position. A lot of court cards now. Here, another one, Prince of Pentacles now. A 6 of Wands, an Ace of Pentacles, and a Princess of Pentacles. A great many court cards today, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 court cards. A lot of people around you. There's a big group of people in your life right now, whether this is a lot of friends, a lot of family, a lot of options, maybe. I see that there is, I think we're really trying to focus on those relationships that are most meaningful to us. And we're trying to, I kind of feel like you're part of a team that is in it together. It's kind of like there's a loyalty to your people. It's kind of like this is your baseball team and your opponents are that other baseball team, right? So I feel that there is kind of there's a loyalty, there's a commitment here to this group of people in your life. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with our very own Kelly Kapoor. Right on top, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments below. Looking around the room here, we see the Tower behind you and the unity of the Lover's card right here, right now. So the Tower kind of feels like it was a big event, right? A Tower moment or a Tower event. It could be, honestly, it could be something that was very disruptive in your life. In fact, I'm sure that it was disruptive. But whether this was a kind of positive surprise or if this was something that was rather devastating, this is a big sort of change happening. This was an exclamation point in your life. And I feel that it may be leaning a little bit more on the unpleasant side. Okay, and I'm not trying to minimize it. I just don't know what it is. But I feel that rather than this event tearing everybody apart, I feel like it's bringing everybody closer together. Okay, because we've got that Lover's card, and this is the card of union. This is the card of loyalty, commitment, of choosing to come together with this. Really could be that this is a situation that is bringing all of these family members, let's say, together. Okay? Or bringing all of these friends together, or bringing this community together for you. All right? So we've got our two majors. We have a little bit of fire here. We've got a little bit of water up here. And then we've got our air, and our air, and our earth, and our earth, and our earth. So other than the court cards, we've got a 7 of Cups, but we've got a 6 of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles, right? So we've got our majors, we got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 court cards, but then these three are very interesting, because if you're currently in a 7 of Cups situation, which to me feels like it's toxic, it's despair, it is depression, it is just things cannot get any worse, right? The feeling that we are in kind of a, we're all stuck in this swamp, right? This is the feeling of kind of the quicksand, that we're sinking, things are getting worse. We're in a pretty bad spot, okay? But what you've got is the 6 of Wands. You've got this idea that together we can endure. Together we can overcome this. With this card, there's strength in numbers, okay? And together we're going to be able to push this car out of the mud. We're going to be able to get things rolling again. And it might even be with the Ace of Pentacles here, that obviously what we don't want is to rebuild. We don't want to have to, right? We'd rather this doesn't happen. But together we can overcome this, the sort of feeling of, to me that 7 of Cups feels like this is a devastation. It feels as if we can't move forward. What do we even do? It feels like we're stuck in this situation. There's no way out. We feel rather hopeless and helpless. And we feel like we are sinking, that things are going to get worse. There's no way out of this. But the 6 of Wands is that teamwork. It is that victory. It is that belief. It is really the perception. I mean, it's in your environment, this card. It's here in this position of your relationships with others. And it's the card of victory. It's saying together we can overcome this. And yes, we're going to have to take that step together. We're going to have to start putting things back together and rebuilding, but we're going to do it together. Okay. So just based on the 3 pip cards that we have, minor arcana, that's kind of what we're feeling now. This is a really bad feeling. Okay. It's sort of, this is the aftermath. This was the event. This is the aftermath. Okay. But this is what we need to do. We need to band together, support each other, and we need to restore things. We need to build it back up. We need to restore the potential that this situation still has for you. Now, I don't know if this is a family thing. Sometimes that Lover's card is a card of family. Okay. I am getting an M name person in your life, first or last initial M. Not sure who they are just yet. We've got the Prince of Wands right here in the center. And this is an energy that doesn't give up. This is to me, this feels like the person who is really able to rally everybody together. The one that sort of takes charge and says, hey, no, we got this. We can do this. Okay? it's a fixed fire energy. It's a Leo energy. But I feel like this is you. And I feel like this is a, despite the pressure, despite the pain, despite the reality of it, you're not losing your confidence, right? You're somebody that I would want around in a disaster. If there was an emergency, I want you there, right? Because you have this ability to kind of ignore how you feel for a moment and just say, this is what we got to do. You speak loudly, you speak very clearly, and you're able to motivate people and get people together and really take charge and be the leader. You're not being you're not being crushed under the weight of it. You have a sustained level of energy here that despite what is happening, I think that you're able to formulate a plan, you're able to give directions, and you're able to, rally everybody together. Kind of motivate everybody. People are starting to just kind of slump down with their head in their hands, and you're saying, no, come on, we got to go. Get up, let's go. You're that person, and I'd want you with me if I were in that situation too. And so this is how, again, with the Lover's card, this is how you're able to keep everybody together, and you're able to keep this, a team of people, I don't know, family, friends, community, if it's a work thing maybe. You're able to keep everybody sort of motivated, Maybe there was the tower. Could be a lot of different things, and I don't want to speculate on what it was. It's probably different for a lot of you out there. But it's important that you rally and bring everybody together and get a plan for moving forward. We see the plan here. This is the Knight of Swords in the future position. This is about us formulating the plan. Right now it's about rallying everybody together, getting everybody banded together as a team. Okay? And then kind of like tomorrow is, let's sit down and write out the game plan. Let's figure out the strategy. Let's do all of that sort of technical stuff. Right? Because the alternative is that we just sort of sink further and further and further into this despair and this depression and this very kind of toxic feeling, right? And so I feel like without you there to rally everybody, this will overtake everything. This is a pestilence, okay? It's a poison, and it's a swamp that we can sink into, and it will be harder and harder to get out of that the longer we sort of stay, the tighter its grip gets on us. Down beneath the surface, you have the Prince of Swords. It's an Aquarius kind of energy. I feel like you're somebody who, you got all these princes, right? Very good. We're dealing with something right here in the moment, right? And let's point that out. The princes are focused on the here and now. Prince, prince, prince. The princess is focused on the here and now. But this is this is kind of like the landscape itself. This is the situation itself. Okay? This is kind of the raw materials that we need to work with as we are using that Ace of Pentacles. The Knight is focused on the future. Just as the queens are focused on the past, the knights are focused on the future, the princes are focused on right here, right now. So right here, right now, you're rallying everybody. You're trying to keep a level head and not overreact. You're trying not to fall sort of victim to the Seven of Cups too and land in your own sort of despair and confusion and uncertainty and the chaos of everything. You're trying not to succumb to that. You're focused on, what do I have to do right now? Let's take action. Let's give directions. Let's be the leader right here, right now. Okay? So energetically, intellectually, and physically, even with the Prince of Pentacles, you are the builder. You're the one that is physically, I think, taking charge and getting a lot of stuff done. Even if some of the other people around you aren't really capable of pulling all that much weight right now, you're able to pick up the slack. You're able to continue with that heavy lifting. You know what I mean? And sometimes we get overwhelmed by, this is pretty serious, okay? And this, I think, again, this is in your past position. This is something that has already happened. So I'm not predicting anything like this, okay? But this is kind of the result of this and how you're dealing with the Tower event. A lot of people will get this kind of Tower event and they are helpless and hopeless, and they can't even think straight, and they can't even stand up, and let alone lift boxes or something, right? The physical performance, it really suffers, okay? But you're somebody who is trying to maintain your balance, your equilibrium, maintain this energy so that you can perform physically in a way that is efficient. When you have all of this fear or adrenaline and all this chaos is going on around you, you can't even really you can't even talk straight. Most of us, our nerves are rattled. We can't hold a pencil. We can't type on our phone. We can't speak. We can barely walk. But you're trying to just gather everybody together and do this. And now I don't know what this situation is, but it feels serious. It feels very intense. Okay. And I think that what you're dealing with right now is this sort of the immediate aftermath where you're trying to rally everybody together. I don't know if this is a family thing. I don't know if it's maybe, I don't think it's anything financial necessarily, but, whatever the case is. Again, I don't want to speculate. Okay. I do feel like you come from a military family or you have some sort of military background. Is that right? Spirit's saying that there are financial concerns, but that is not even on the radar for what this is. Okay. We talked about the future position, and this is kind of like tomorrow we'll figure out the plan. Tomorrow we'll sit down and we'll write the reports. Tomorrow we'll sit down and give our statement or figure out the way forward, and we'll detail everything. We'll come up with a good game plan tomorrow. Right now, no. Right now is about bringing everybody together, making sure everybody is good and safe, and sort of getting the people back together. I keep feeling like it's a family, and we're just trying to make sure everybody is together. Yeah. And now as we talk about the path of the serpent, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. All right. Your general energy, of course, is the builder, the prince of Pentacles. And I want to point out that this is one of your superpower cards. Now, I didn't ring the bell for this one. It didn't feel appropriate given the vibe of the reading. But this is your ability to do the heavy lifting. This is your ability to be strong when everybody else is sort of crumbling. Okay? And I think that you're that person. You're the person that can be strong even when something is, I don't know if someone in your family has passed into spirit. I don't know if there was an accident or if there was some kind of a tower event. Okay? We could be talking about, the loss of a job. We could be talking about, the car broke down. It could be something very minor, but it feels as if this is a situation that is affecting more than just you. It's affecting the people that are around you, either at the workplace. Maybe this is something really serious happened at work, or just something that happened in the community, in your neighborhood, or where you live, friends, family, that sort of thing. You are the one that can stay strong even when everybody else is falling into that pit, that swamp of that Seven of Cups. Okay. Now, if we didn't have so many court cards here, it would be a little bit different of a reading, right? But we just can't get over the fact that there are so many. I feel like there are a lot of people around you. Okay. And it would be very easy to just stay in this swampland of the soul here, and and not take any action, and just say, well, it is what it is. That's it. I'm accepting it, and game over, pal. But you're not doing that. I feel that you are acting, and that you have just sort of you have risen to the challenge here. You have answered the call of whatever situation is going on in your life, and you're confident The Six of Wands, you're confident that you're going to be okay. You're confident that this is going to be, we're going to find a way to recover from this. Maybe the Tower event is a breakup. Okay, it could be a divorce. It could be a family member has left. It could be just the feeling too of a family member has sort of moved out or gone off to college, or there could be perhaps an estrangement. Maybe there was a big argument. Whatever the case was, you're very sure that things are going to be okay, that there will be a positive sort of outcome here, that things will stabilize, that there will be a victory over the circumstances. Okay, we're not competing with other people. That's not what I'm feeling here. I feel that this is a victory over the circumstances, a victory over really that swampland, that feeling of despair and that feeling of helpless and hopelessness, that things will never get better. This is kind of, the worst feeling I've ever felt. There will be a victory over that. And I believe it really is, it's through the connection with others, the teamwork, really, right? There's something about a lost watch or something, or a silver, a silver bracelet or a watch or something like this that's been lost. Yeah. Okay, the next card is our Ace of Pentacles. It is in the position of what we don't want. Well, of course, we don't want to have to start over. If this is a breakup, right, if this is the loss of a job, if this is maybe the loss of a home, if this is whatever it is, okay, we don't want to have to start over. We don't want to have to rebuild, but, you are this builder energy. We don't want to have to do it, but this is the necessity. The Ace of Pentacles. We just have to start again. Okay? And the Princess of Pentacles, of course, becomes, the materials that we're working with. We're looking at the surroundings, right? We're looking at the environment. We're looking at the, kind of looking at the devastation, right? And we're thinking, we can do it. Okay? We can still see the potential. Right now, it doesn't look like anything. Right now, it looks barren and sterile and deserted, and maybe it looks just like that swamp. It looks just awful, right? But I think that you have this ability to, it's kind of an optimism in a way. It's really an ability to see that this can be rebuilt. This can be restored to its former glory. There is still potential here. We can still do this. You're not losing the hope, right? And other people around you may be losing hope. You're motivating. You're saying, no, we can recover from this. We can do it. We'll figure this out. And we will regrow. Maybe that's kind of, where our crops have gotten wiped out, Maybe you have a farm or something. And saying, you know what, we can do it. We can figure it out. Okay. I want to look at the mystery card. See, all the court cards together as a group are what are telling me that there is this, there's this connection with a lot of other people for you. Individually, the court cards are saying something about you. Okay, so I wanted to clear that up because it's not that each court card is like one other person. It could be that, but I don't want to go into it. Maybe there's a fire sign, maybe there's an air sign person. What does it matter, Collectively, there's a group of people there around you. Individually, each of these cards, I think, is a quality that you possess. Okay, so the mystery card, I want to see something being restored. I want to see a 6 of Pentacles. I want to see a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles. I want to see the World card. Something that shows. I want to see the Empress. That would be great. I want to see something being built. Maybe it's a 4 of Pentacles. Let's see what we have. Another court card. A Knight of Swords, this one. Same as this one. Okay. And this is really the idea that going forward, we have to come up with a plan. We have experienced this. We're dealing with the aftermath. We're make sure everybody is together and we're here and we're whole and we're going to be okay. Now, let's put our heads together and let's figure out a plan, what we're going to do in the next few days, the next few weeks, the next few months. Let's get it organized. Let's think of a plan. Let's figure it out. Okay? And that's when we can kind of mobilize this rebuild energy. And we're going to do it together, and things are going to be fine. Okay? It's going to take a long time. But the first step beyond the immediate aftermath here, the next important thing here is formulating the plan. Okay, the quicker we can get something kind of on paper and written out and organized and sorted through and sort of plot a course, the sooner we can get going on traveling that course together. All right. Now we're going to do an extended reading. We'll do an I Ching reading. We'll do some oracle cards. There is a link in the corner here. There's a link down below. New readings for Taurus Monday and Friday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.